Roblox just removed this, a developer is getting arrested, Roblox is banning more accounts over this, and more wild news today. So if you're new, please subscribe to help us reach 400,000 subs. It takes 2 seconds and most of you aren't even subscribed. Let's get into it. And firstly, this was Roblox deleting accounts right now, and especially for YouTubers. So for some reason, over this past few week or so, 2 YouTubers over like 1 million subscribers, and I think one even in the star program, randomly got their account deleted. And it's very weird what's going on right now. I don't know if it was just like a coincidence or if they're related, but let me kind of break down what's going on. Also weirdly, they all seem to be Brazilian YouTubers, which is another I don't know what's going on. But as we can see here, the Brazilian artist tweeted out saying that, community, it appears the Brazilian YouTuber and video star Smurfin, who has more than 1 million subscribers, had his account permanently deleted from Roblox, or permanently banned. We're still not sure what caused the ban. So yeah, as we can see here, their account got completely banned off of Roblox, and they're the star creator, and their account was verified and everything, which is kind of weird. But you know, this happens in Roblox every once in a while. It's pretty common to get people's accounts banned and stuff like that. A full ban is kind of crazy, but still, that does happen every once in a while. However, it doesn't end here, because just now, like a little bit later, another popular YouTuber got his full account banned once again. They tweeted out saying once again, community, Brazilian YouTuber Ibuga, who has more than 1 million subscribers, had his account banned permanently, just like Smurfs a few days ago, as I mentioned. We still don't know the exact reason for this ban. Now to be fair, this person did follow up, kind of saying that it was apparently for copyright violations, and in their account deleted it says DMCA requests, which is kind of interesting, because if you guys remember recently, a lot of people who have been getting their items banned from the DMCA method, it did say DMCA requests. So potentially these people had items that people targeted with the DMCA method, and that's why their accounts are getting deleted. Because we literally saw someone get deleted for this literally just a few days ago, which is actually insane. That's not the confirmed reason, but that's just me kind of speculating, because it seems kind of crazy just out of nowhere, 2 big YouTubers just getting banned back to back. Kind of crazy what's going on, full account deletion is actually wild. But luckily they are pretty big YouTubers, they can probably get in contact with Roblox and get their account back, but it still is pretty crazy to see. And anyways, with that being said, here our next story, a pretty big change actually coming to Roblox that seems kind of small, but when you think about it, it's actually kind of big. So recently it seems like Roblox is actually going to be updating their animations, like the default animation, and I think just one of the animations as well. So recently a lot of people realized that the idle animation actually got updated. As we can see here, I mean, it looks fine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what the difference is. I don't pay too much attention to the animation. I think it just moves around more, it's a bit more animated. But with that being said, it's not actually the first one apparently. A while ago at RDC, they announced that they're going to be actually doing this and changing their animations, and there's a bunch of these leaked. And I think the idle animation matches the leaks, so it seems like this is going to be a bunch of new animations they're adding. And as we can see here, they're revamping everything. So we got the idle animation, which I think is the exact same kind of thing. That's why people are saying it's probably related to this. There's a new walk, which kind of looks goofy, I can't lie. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird, but I guess it's fine. The run is pretty cool, and the jump is also pretty cool. And there's a bunch more swimming, crouching, and stuff like that, but also kind of cool. There's falling animations and everything, which is kind of cool, I think. And in general, they're just making them very more animated and more kind of realistic, I guess. I mean, the walking and running is kind of weird, but I think in general, the animations are kind of cool, and it seems like over time, we're also going to be slowly updating these. I'm kind of confused how the limping stuff works I showed at the end. Does that mean developers have to add this to their game, the animation wise? I don't really know how that works, but still kind of cool. And like I said, it's kind of a big change if you think about it, if it's the default animation, just because it's used constantly for millions of players, even if most people don't even notice it. And with that being said, our next story of Roblox banning people over this once again. So recently I covered how out of nowhere, a week ago or so, Roblox started banning creators like crazy. And what happened basically was that any YouTuber, popular creator, or just player in general who had old items, Roblox went on a big banning spree, banning them for 7 days, which we've seen before. Roblox typically does ban people for old items, but for some reason, it was happening with any old item, game, asset, anything like that. A popular YouTuber got banned for a week over a game. Reverse Polarity here, who kind of started talking this and ignited the situation, got banned over an old item. And it's really weird. There's a random switch recently where Roblox started being hostile towards creator, and they're banning everyone for 7 days. And it seemed to slow down over a little bit. So a lot of people are saying that maybe Roblox is kind of back to not being so hostile, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that. As you can see here, this person just tweeted out saying that we're reverse Roblox, that is true. Roblox is being hostile towards creator. His item was uploaded over 3 years ago, but hundreds of thousands of times. What am I supposed to do? I already sent several tickets, I'm lost. So yeah, it's actually insane. Like I mentioned, just a random switch, Roblox being super hostile towards creators. And also, like they mentioned, a lot of people are aware of stuff like this going on, so they do tell Roblox, please leave this off my inventory. Because even if you take stuff off sale, it still counts and you can still get banned for it. There's no true way to actually delete items without contacting Roblox. But often, as we've seen, Roblox just doesn't listen. People beg Roblox to take their items off sale and delete it, but Roblox doesn't do anything, and then they get banned for it, which is kind of crazy. To be fair, I think this guy did respond saying that he did get his account back fairly quickly, probably because of the noise he created, but besides that, it is kind of crazy how there was just this random switch and they're being so hostile. This person got their account back pretty easily because he probably made enough noise in the community, but what if this happens to someone just like a regular player who can't make a bunch of noise in the community? Then it's actually really bad, because Roblox support is probably going to be useless like it usually is. Pretty big issue going on Roblox right now. And if you haven't any items, I guess, that you might suspect could get you banned, try contacting support, even though I just said it doesn't work, to say if it gets deleted. Because in that way you can say that, you know, you at least tried, I guess. And then maybe you can appeal saying like, oh, I literally sent you guys to delete my items. I don't know. Pretty bad from Roblox there. And speaking of pretty bad from Roblox, next we got a pretty horrible situation yet again. So over these past few days, there's been a massive scam going on Roblox. I covered it on my channel, a bunch of other YouTubers talked about it, but basically the rundown was just that people would message you to buy a Roblox game, and they said join the group if you want to go forward with the deal. And then right when you join their Discord server, a bot would message you saying verify your Roblox account, connect your Roblox account, and the bot was actually like they made their own bot. So right when you signed up with it and verified your account, it'll steal all your information. And the situation got worse because not only were they stealing accounts, but anyone who actually had a game under that account, they would steal it and re-upload it and pretend like it was their own. So there's a massive scam going around. But then also with that being said, yesterday, Rose did take the group down. But like I literally said in the video, that it's good they took the group down, but they're probably gonna come back. And that's literally exactly what just happened. But also with that being said, to be fair, this probably won't even do anything. Like they're probably gonna come back and, you know, scam people. As you can see here, they're literally back in like one day. Obviously they're gonna come back, everyone gonna saw this coming. And they have a new group apparently called Vic Games, which apparently got locked again, which is good for Roblox. It seems like the RT keeping track of all this, but like they're just gonna keep coming back over and over again, it seems like, and the scam will probably still work. And they might just do it under like a different alias, so it's not even known to be them. So yeah, be very careful of the scam going around. And any message you get, don't click on any links and don't even interact with it or entertain the idea at all. It's just not worth it at all. And anyways, with that being said, our next story of a Roblox developer getting arrested, apparently. Now take everything with a grain of salt because I think this is kind of confirmed to be basically fake, kind of. I'm gonna break everything down. So basically this company here called Bespoke Plushie has been saying over the past few months and recently that they work with Preston and Big Games to make plushies and they didn't get properly like compensated and stuff like that. And it's like a whole situation. It was like a bunch of drama in the community. But then recently they spoke out about again saying that they like reported Preston to the police because it's criminal behavior. And then he has like a warrant out for his arrest, which is actually insane. You know, that means that Preston could be arrested. And everyone was like joking around yesterday, being like, how did Preston tweet from prison and stuff like that. And everyone's making jokes saying like, finally Preston got arrested and stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. I think that shows you how much people hate him if people don't even care he's getting arrested. But beyond that, as I mentioned, this whole thing is kind of weird. And it seems to be pretty much fake from the company. They said he had a warrant out for his arrest in America, where Preston lives. But Preston here literally said that there's nothing, like no warrant out for his arrest. And I think warrants are public information. And people did like further research and apparently there is nothing for Preston. But then also with that being said, I saw a lot of people saying that he doesn't have a warrant for his arrest in US where he lives, but he has a warrant for his arrest in India apparently. I don't know how true that is based off everything else, but in general, this whole situation is very weird and very insane. If that is true, Preston could be arrested if he goes to India, but I don't know why he would. And I mean, obviously he probably won't after all this, but there's a random situation going on right now. And super weird. But anyways, with that being said, in our last story, Roll's removing something, and they're actually removing a pretty big feature on the platform. This story is a bit weird, so stay tuned. Okay, so if you guys remember, like a while ago now, Roll's announced that they're going to be removing comments. And I know what you're thinking, like this is so long ago, why am I talking about it now? Well, in their original statement, which was made like basically a month ago now, they said that on April 9th, they're going to remove comments. So when April 9th came around, you know, like 2 weeks ago or so, everyone was sad saying Rolls are getting removed today, or comments are getting removed today, and people were making like their final comments. However, they never got removed. So people thought like, oh, maybe it'll just be tomorrow because of time zone and stuff like that. And it still didn't get removed. And then 1 week later, it still didn't get removed. Until like yesterday, the comments are still there, you know? After almost 2 weeks of Roblox saying they're going to remove it. So everyone started speculating, like did Roblox forget to do it? Did Roblox cancel the update? Did Roblox just forget? And everyone was very confused what's going on. But a lot of people also had hope that maybe Roblox changed their mind after seeing how angry the community was. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And finally, after, you know, weeks after they're supposed to do it, it now has officially been properly removed. Meaning all those comments you see on items and stuff like that will no longer exist on Roblox, which is pretty unfortunate. Because even though they were kind of useless now, like I can definitely see why you would think that. I mean, I agree honestly, they were kind of useless, but they're still very iconic to Roblox. And it was the place for like a lot of iconic memes, like E3 and stuff like that. But also with that being said, if you guys remember, there's a lot of drama around this change. Because even though the comments were kind of useless now, they weren't even doing any harm. The only harm they were doing is because of rules of poor moderation. So a lot of people were getting angry at Roblox being like, the only reason the comment section is useless is because of your poor moderation. And instead of handling your poor moderation, they're just removing it, which is kind of messed up, you know? Rules' solution to everything is just getting rid of it if they can't fix it, which is kind of crazy. So a lot of people are angry at Roblox just because the only reason it's getting removed is honestly basically Roblox's fault. Because beyond that, the comments were fine. Let me know what you guys think about all this though. But the general sentiment I've seen is people are going to miss them. In my opinion, I don't think they're that bad. I think they should have stayed on the platform. I don't think they're doing that much harm. But in my opinion, I feel like over the years, they kind of got more useless even beyond just a spam, just because people just comment random stuff and like memes and stuff like that. not even like scam links or anything like that. And the comment section just became more of like an advertisement board, I feel like, rather than actually commenting about the items, which is the original purpose. So I can kind of see why Rose removed it, but also I agree with the drama. Like, the only reason they're removing it is their poor moderation. And with that being said, if you enjoyed, speaking of Roblox destroying something, check this video to find out how Rose just ruined something pretty major. I'll see you in the next one.